Okay, my name is Julian Stanley. I'm head of CEI, which is a centre for research at the University of Warwick, which is very much focused on the relationship between education and industry, learning and work. Now, I've done a lot of work on what's called applied learning, which is understanding how people use the learning that they gain in schools and colleges, how they actually use it in work, and therefore how it's useful to them in their careers and how it's useful to their employers. Now, one of the things which I think is very important about employer engagement is understanding how it impacts upon social mobility in education. I mean, we normally think of education as helping social mobility. We know that education gives people chances to get qualifications, it gives them chances to raise their aspirations, it gives them social contacts which give them opportunities to progress. But of course, very often education doesn't give people the chance to fulfill their potential, and that we know that sometimes people's starting positions are reflected in what education achieves for them. In other words, it reproduces inequalities rather than sort of maximising their chances to achieve. Now, one of the interesting things about employer engagement is we can look at the way that employer engagement increases people's opportunities. So, for example, if we take the case of work experience, which is widely established as a kind of employer engagement, we find that very often that can have the effect of giving people access to new relationships with employers, which then raise their aspirations and increase their career aspirations and increase their opportunities for progression in that manner. In terms perhaps of what further needs to be researched, I think that we do need more rigorous evidence about what works, what impact it has on young people, what employers value. But we also need to understand a little bit more, not just what difference it makes to people, but how those effects play out. I mean, what is really going on? Why work experience has the effect it does on young people? Why employers do engage? What they really are getting out of it. So I think there's some further scope for research and understanding why these impacts come about. Thank you.